we will look at products and parts in whatt.io. For the example, we will look at Gearbox Distributor 1. You can see that it has 13 subassemblies or parts. It's fabricated 15 times, so there's 15 units. It has a product number of 0 to 1, and it's owned by a client called The Brand. We have the ability here to delete this, but in this case, we will first have a look at how to edit it. So this is the edit opportunity on the highest level. You have to have a product name, a product description. We also have something called a product slug, which is actually something that gets embedded into the unique URL related and connected to the fabricated parts and the NFC code or NFC chip and its code. We also have product number, and you can here upload product images for the overall product. You can also technically connect it to which brand you have in the client brand database to give that a relation. So this is the basics. We need to create a product. So now we can go one level down by clicking on the product. We getting into the product assembly view. Here we can see that it consists of parts, and you can see there is a shell, there is a top lid, there's axles, gears, cap and stoppers, carbon fiber rods, etc. There is actually 13 parts related to this product. They all have article numbers and also the manufacturing method. In this case, it's additive manufacturing. And self-print in this first one is not allowed. But there is, for instance, if we go to the herringbone gear teeth, you see that self-print is allowed. So let's go one level deeper and have a look at this herringbone 14 teeth by clicking edit. So it also have the 14 teeth herringbone. It's not the main part. There is actually no NFC tag in this part. And of course, in most of the small subparts, you don't put an NFC tag in every single component. It's only in the main part, very often the body or the shell of the product, where you do have the NFC tag. So it has a SKU number. There is a description, and manufacturing method have to be chosen. You can also choose the material, and this is of course where it's related to the material database, where you have set materials or you use materials already defined. How many pieces of this gear is needed, what is the weight, and what is the version number of this actual product. And here is the product uploaded, but you can also see that we allow self-print, and a 3MF file is also uploaded in this part, which allows the user to download the 3MF and print this themselves. And of course, if you uncheck this box, there will be no ability for this particular part to be self-printed. So we show you this, and obviously if I want to add a new part, I click add part here. We can also go in and see fabricated units. This is the actual amount of units. 15 products have been manufactured, tagged to this cloud platform, and the serial number of the NFC chip here, and the link to the actual data is here. Just to make a very quick check, we can also show that each of these items have a unique QR code, and this is a backup system for the chip. This means you can actually take this QR code, you can put it on delivery notes, you can add it to your own databases, or you can save it as a JPEG and have it available. This link is also available to the actual product. This one can actually be sent by email, WhatsApp, and so on. This will never change. This is actually the social security identity code to this particular product. And by clicking on one of the items, you actually have a chance to browse through and see the different product unit views that the user will see when they tap the product. And obviously this is now a web browser, so we will look at this in a little bit different view than the optimized iPhone or Android view. Here you also see where the NFC tag is situated. You can click on 3D view and you have all the product data and so on in here, the material data sheets. And you also can see the different spare parts which we have added. And there's also buy spare parts link. So all this information, it's coming from the different parts of the database, and actually so that it's opening a new tab for this. We also have a little bit more setting on the product level. The product page editor that is connected to this Gearbox distributor allow us to do a lot of manipulation of what we want the user to see. So you have the ability to uncheck different type of information like the brand intro, manufacturing details. If you don't want to have any assembly or support information, you can simply uncheck box and it will not be shown. You have a lot of abilities here to upload assembly PDF drawings. You can link to YouTube movies. You have the ability to upload your own images. And you can also enable the spare part section. And actually when you enable that, that's when all the different parts will be visible. And depending on your setting on the parts, you can allow them to be downloadable in 3MF or simply link it to, in this case, there is a spare part link that goes to a web shop where you can then allow them to purchase your spare parts. You can also see that we define the material information, the main and secondary materials, and there is specific recycling information here. Also worth to mention is the Fusion Embed. This is the 3D button on the side where you can link it to a Forge or Fusion 360 link with the 3D information. Last but not the least, there is also an opportunity to make a full redirect to an external URL. Then it means that any tapping of the actual product will go directly to an external URL and bypassing the whatt.io product page. That can, of course, at any point of time from this cloud admin go back and actually save that again, and that will be updated on every single part that is then programmed with a chip. So that's basically it. So product, parts, fabricated units, and product page editor is what you find in these menus for the different products. So this is a little bit what we want to show. In the next longer episode, we will show how to build something up from scratch. Thank you very much.